Salutations, crustaceans. I'm Lobster, and today we're reviewing the Bronco bass by Squier. And we're going to see if this is a buckin' Bronco or just a big ass. See what I did there? Ass as in donkey, but also ass as in butt. Anyways, let's check it out. This is the Bronco bass from Squier, the entry-level short scale from the Fender subsidiary. This is essentially a really cheap reproduction of the Fender Music Master. And hello kitty, how are you today? Featuring a poplar body, maple neck, Strat pickup. That's right, it's just a single coil cheap Strat pickup that they threw in there, and a master volume and master tone control. This Bronco is pretty basic, and with a price tag of $200, is it going to be worth it? I'm going to tell you now, no. This thing is way too cheap feeling for 200 bucks, especially when there's companies like Glary and Donner who give you a much better instrument for much less money. Isn't that right, kitty? Mwah. So as I mentioned, this is a short scale instrument, 30-inch scale, and you have 19 frets here. So you don't have a great deal of range, but 19 is pretty much the standard for the vintage style type of instrument. The Strat pickup that I mentioned is smack dab in the middle of the body there to give you a, I guess, P-bass-ish kind of tone. The tuners are cheap, weird style vintage tuners. I haven't really played with this that much. I bought it on Amazon because I had some Amazon bucks laying around, so yay, free bass. Anyways, let's go ahead and see what this bass sounds like. You guys know what you need to do. Go ahead and pinch that like button so my hand will turn back to normal. Thanks. Ooh, so off the bat, this thing weighs like nothing. I don't have my scale around, but I'd say this weighs probably like 5 or 6 pounds. This weighs nothing. It's decently well balanced. I mean, there's not really any neck dive. These are weird little lightweight tuners here. I've never really seen tuners like this before on a bass. Here's the body. Yeah, so I mean, it doesn't sound bad, but the neck feels super cheap. I mean, really cheap. The tuners are okay. I mean, they work. This pickup sounds okay. It works. That was with the tone up all the way. Let's turn the tone down to about 50%. And here's the tone down all the way. Turn that up again and let's slap it. Yeah, so again, it's not a terrible bass. Like in a vacuum, it plays bass sounds and you can fret the notes, and I don't get any fret buzz. The neck feels okay. It feels really cheap. This whole thing just feels cheap. And what you get from the brands like Glary and Donner, especially Glary with their new Glary 2 bass, which we'll be checking out in another video, you get a lot more for your money, where with basses like this, you're kind of paying for the name a little bit. $200 is a lot for what essentially feels almost like plywood. I know it's listed as poplar, but this feels cheap. I don't think you're necessarily getting your money's worth here. That being said, this is a cool little bass, and I'm gonna mod it just for fun because, I mean, why not, you know? That's what we do here. So we're gonna be throwing in a Guild Bisonic pickup. Not one of the expensive Novak ones. This is one of the Guild reproductions that's made overseas, as well as a 0.1 microfarad tone capacitor to go with that, and we're gonna see what that sounds like. But that'll be another video as well. Let's just go ahead and throw some drums behind this bass real quick and give my final thoughts. Oh man. So here are my final thoughts on the Squier Bronco. It's a bass by definition. It's using a guitar pickup because it's cheap. It's a single ply pick guard, a really light body, even just a dual saddle instead of a quad saddle bridge. I know there's some vintage inspiration behind this, but I think you can get more value elsewhere, especially in the short scale market. You have the likes of the Jackson Minion, which is a much more well-equipped instrument with a PJ pickup configuration, a large pickup cavity, and tons of mod potential. This, though it has mod potential and yeah, we're gonna make something cool out of it, it's meh. That's the best word to describe it, meh. So, it's okay. So what am I gonna rate the Squier Bronco? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and rate this bass 2 claws out of 5. It's serviceable and functional. It is not an unplayable instrument, it's not an uncomfortable instrument, and it's not a terrible sounding instrument. However, it is not good sounding. It feels very cheap. And for $200, you can definitely get a lot better out there. Now, if you're able to find this on like an extreme sale, like extreme, like over 50% off, maybe it's worth it. But even then, you have the likes of Glary with their entry-level instruments at around $80 to $90 that offer much more value versus something like this, in my opinion. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to like, subscribe, join our Discord, and leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about my Squier Bronco. Brr, yeehaw! And as always, until we groove again.